This morning we're going to be thinking about when we use full stops, exclamation marks and question marks in our writing. We're going to be doing a quiz, so you need to listen carefully and decide whether the sentence needs a full stop, an exclamation mark or a question mark. Now before we start, can you remember what we use full stops for? Well done. We use full stops to show the end of a sentence. Can you remember what we use exclamation marks for? Good. We use exclamation marks to show emotion or importance in our writing. For example, if somebody was shouting or whether they were excited about something, we would use an exclamation mark. Can you remember what we use question marks for? Well done. We use question marks to show when we're asking a question. Choose the correct punctuation for the sentence. He works very well in his maths lesson. Do we think this sentence is going to need a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark at the end? This sentence would just need a full stop at the end because we're not asking a question, so we don't need a question mark, and we're not showing any emotion within this sentence. We've just got a statement. He works very well in his maths lesson. It's just a normal sentence, so we put a full stop at the end. Our next sentence is, how exciting! I love going to the zoo. Do we think this sentence needs a full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark at the end? This sentence would use an exclamation mark at the end. This is because the sentence is showing emotion. This person says that they love going to the zoo and that they're excited, so we might use an exclamation mark at the end of this sentence. Our next sentence is, where are you going on holiday this year? Do we think this sentence needs a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark at the end? This sentence would need a question mark at the end because we're asking a question. We're asking where this person is going to on holiday. Our next sentence is, what an amazing piece of writing. Do we think this sentence is going to need a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark at the end? This sentence is going to need an exclamation mark at the end because whoever is saying this sentence is amazed at this piece of writing, so they're showing emotion. We would put an exclamation mark at the end. Our next sentence is, what a mess. Are we going to need a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark at the end of this sentence? This sentence is going to need an exclamation mark at the end because I can imagine that whoever is saying this sentence is shocked or angry at the mess in this person's room. They'd be saying, what a mess! Our next sentence is, what are you having for lunch? Do you think we're going to need a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamation mark at the end of this sentence? This sentence would need a question mark at the end because we're asking, what are you having for lunch? We're asking a question. Now that is the end of our quiz. Now your next activity, if you have a look on our class page, you'll find this worksheet on there. And it says rewrite these sentences with the punctuation mark that makes the most sense. So you've got some pictures of wolves down the side, and there's a sentence above it. The first one says, I'm going for a walk because it's a lovely day on the tundra. Now where the lines are underneath, I would like you to rewrite that sentence and put either a question mark, an exclamation mark, or a full stop at the end, whichever one you think fits into that sentence. Now if you can't print this worksheet off, just look at the pictures and write the sentence into your remote learning book. Once you have finished, if you would like an extra challenge, you can have a go at writing some of your own sentences using question marks, exclamation marks, and full stops at the end.